High Court in Accra has confirmed an order freezing 5 bank accounts and 4 landed properties belonging to Dennis Miracles Aboagye as part of a wider freeze covering accounts linked to one Gerard Appiah and the company Hillside Piggery and Meat Processing Limited. The order was granted on an application filed by the Economic and Organised Crime Office. Dennis Miracles, the former executive secretary of the Interministerial Coordinating Committee on Decentralization, was arrested in connection with alleged stealing and misappropriation of 55 million cedis of public funds by EOCO. Now, Miracles, who denies the claims, however, has seen his accounts and properties frozen as part of investigations ongoing into the matter and other claims against him. Owen is going to show us the journey so far and what we are learning about the property freezes, bank account freezes. Owen, what do we know?
Right, so the journey does start somewhere in July, right? Around July 14, we were here where Christian Yale was at the EOCO head office. He had been arrested upon his return to the country. The NPP had issued flyers, amongst many other things, seeking an explanation as to why he'd been picked up, right? This is what EOCO told us after that he was arrested in connection with a former accountant, General Appiah, in connection with investigations into alleged financial and procurement irregularities at the Interministerial Coordinating Committee on Decentralization. And I'm going to skip this part because the third slide is where the meat is, right? Investigators suspect the misappropriation, misapplication, diversion, and theft of approximately 55 million cedis in public funds. The suspects are being investigated for conspiracy to steal, stealing, and using public office for personal profit. Other alleged offenses including causing financial loss to the state, dissipation of public funds, defrauding by false pretenses, and money laundering, as well as other suspected offenses. So this was the details as EOCO provided and sought to explain a bit more as to why he had been picked up. Now, subsequently, he was granted bail in the regions of around 50 million cedis thereabout, with sureties and landed properties. Those conditions were met. Now, upon his release to bail, due to bail, Miracles Aboagye denied flatly that he had ever been spoken to whilst he was with EOCO about this 55 million cedis. And subsequently, when Kemeni spoke to the Deputy Attorney General, he mentioned specifically that what Dennis Miracles Aboagye was saying was not accurate. And in fact, investigators did ask him about that 55 million cedis. But fast forward, what are we learning? What we're learning, amongst many other things, is that a court has confirmed the freeze orders against properties belonging to Dennis Aboagye, right? What are these? Now, we're talking about 2 landed properties, right, in the eastern region. 2 in the eastern region. Land and a house in the eastern region. Then in the Greater Accra region, 2 landed properties again. Residential apartments and residential properties as well as 5 bank accounts. All have been frozen by EOCO and have same been confirmed by a court of law as we understand today. And so as we speak, the investigations are continuing into Dennis Miracles Aboagye in connection with Gerard Appiah, who were both with that committee on decentralization at the presidency over 55 million cedis and other related matters. But the freeze order has been confirmed by the court, and that is what we know at this particular point in time in relation to Miracles Aboagye and the freeze order. Our phone lines are being worked and as well to establish a response as well from him in relation to this particular subject matter. We will take you on to our very first break here.